When we talk about wealthy mindset again, right? And hopefully some of you weren't here for the first session. What I told them is that with each piece, as I grew the business, I learned I needed to learn a set of different information and rules in order to make wealth. As black folks, you're too far behind. I'll give y'all a synopsis if you weren't here. We got a few hundred people who weren't here before. Black folks are too far behind to make a whole lot of money and then lose all the money. We can't live like that. We plan from hundreds of years behind, right? So I need you to make it and keep it. So first, wealthy mindset. In the first session, we talked about most people on this call have a lack of risk. And where you have high reward, you also have higher risk. What we also talked about, though, is that, hey, I'm a dude. I built my business, 4 kids under the age of 11, and a wife, a mortgage, 2 car notes, all of that. I know what y'all going through. So we can't just be totally risk and throw it all out. So I said, when I'm looking at risk, it's 3 things I focus on. Number 1, can I calculate the risk, right? So I got data and I'm moving off data, not emotion. Number 2, can I minimize the risk? If I can minimize the risk, then I'm definitely through the door and I'm making it happen. But number 3, I said 100% of the time, I'm all in if I can remove the risk. So if it's some way I can make it guaranteed that there's no risk for me, then I am fully in. Let me know if that makes sense in the chat. That's your quick recap of the first wealthy mindset piece if you missed it. Now, let's go to this piece. I want to talk about something called consumer versus producer. And it's a mindset piece, right? And hopefully it's going to help y'all. As we're going from 2022 to 2023, I need some of you to shift your mindset because you have the mindset of what? A consumer and not the mindset of a producer. Let's go to the whiteboard. I want to break something down for you. So when we're talking, right, and we're jumping in and we're talking about consumer versus producer. And I know everybody might be saying, man, I'm a producer, right? But having an LLC does not make you a producer. So this is the difference right here. And this is how it breaks down. This is what happens, what I see consistently. The consumer mindset says, hey, you know what? We got 2 weeks left in the year. When is Christmas, y'all? Christmas next week? I don't even know what Christmas is. Christmas next week? I think we're like a week out from Christmas is 17th. Yeah, I guess Christmas is next week. Christmas next week. Why y'all laughing at me? Next Sunday, thank you. Christmas is next week. So a lot of people are saying, man, you know what? I need to spend, right? To buy gifts. This is what people are saying. This kind of stuff, it comes up all the time, right? You can leave me up because I'm gonna write a bunch more stuff on it. So you can leave me full screen on it. But they saying, man, you know what? Like I'm a buy gifts, right? And I'm a spend on Christmas. So that's the thinking they got. But what the producer is saying, let's drop this down. They're saying, oh, let me take this back. I'm gonna spend and I'm gonna buy for my business. Because they know and they realize that most stuff they buying for Christmas is going to be discarded, it's going to be thrown away, it's going to be in the trash, it's going to be in the closet, it's going to be unused, it's going to be abused, it's going to be all those type of things, right? Let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about. Let me know. That sound familiar, anybody? Anybody got kids, your kids play with that stuff till Christmas afternoon, then they be done with it. Like anybody buying stuff for people just because they buying stuff for you and you feel guilty, so you just buy stuff back for them. Let me know if that's anybody in the chat. All right, guilt gifts. There we go, right? Absolutely. Somebody said, I don't do that no more. Right, come on, some of y'all do. Don't play, right? I know what's going on in these Christmas streets. Somebody said a guilt gift, right? I get stuff that's useful. That used to be me, right? There we go. If useless gift, right? How many people get useless gifts? It's a waste of money. People say, hey, you know what? Again, right? Consumers spending, they buying gifts. A producer, they spending and buying for their business because they say if I invest in my business is going to produce an asset for me. Then once they buy and they spend for Christmas, they spend all the money. Y'all know what the consumers say? Somebody guess in the chat what the consumers say, right? We go back to the screen. Somebody guess what the consumers say. The consumer all of a sudden, because they spent everything, they say, oh man, now money tight. I need to what? Slow down. I'm gonna slow down in spending, and I'm waiting for the new year. That's New Year, not New York, y'all. I want New York people starting to get aggressive in the chat. So they say I'm gonna slow down for the new year. Producers, right? The business people, they say, hey, it's the end of the year right now. I need to actually accelerate my spending because I want to count these expenses and write them off for what? For this tax year, before the tax year roll over, right? Christina said write-offs. Nicole said we good in New York. Okay, my bad, Nicole, my bad. Right, Prejudice said for taxes, yeah. Look, Charlene said business people are spending too, y'all. Listen, they spending out here right now. This is our time. We need to get that stuff in before December 31st. Everybody else slowing down, trying to stop spending. We trying to accelerate. We trying to say, hey, what's the stuff we owe for next year? Like, y'all know how many emails I get right now? Hey, can I, like my mastermind renewal ain't up till next year, but can I go ahead and pay in full for next year? Right? They trying to get it in this year's books. Different mindset. Here's the last one I wanted to share with y'all, right? Consumers say, hey, you know what? Everything's going to change, right? With the New York New Year. Everything going to change with the new year. The producer saying, everything is going to change now. All right, y'all come back to me. The producer saying, why would I wait until January 1st? Like it's the 17th. It's like a whole lot of month left, right? Like if your mind is rolled over to where you like, I'm just going to chill for the rest, I'm making, like the resolution you're going to make for 2 weeks from now, like why not just start doing it now? I love it, right? Who was that? Dana said, I'm definitely a producer. Terrell said, changing right now, that's why I'm here with you. I mean, listen, and it sounds crazy, but this is what the majority of the world do. But again, right, what if you don't really want the results the majority of the world got? I'm just be real with you. Like you don't want the stuff, like the majority of the world ain't really building the kind of business you want to build. The majority of the world like ain't really having success, right? So like we got to be clear that, hey, if everybody in the world is doing this thing and I don't want to live the life they live, I need to do this other thing. And if I don't know what the other thing is, I got to find people that's doing the other thing. I got to get connected with groups that got the other thing. I got to get the information about the other thing. But if the world don't really have what I want, I need to find the opposite. Else I'm in the same situation all of them in. Mad at their lives, hating what they do, hating to get up in the morning, hating to do what they got to do, go where they got to go. Who want to live a life like that? Nobody. So we got to get clear. Sorry, y'all. We went through the 4 phases. We broke it down. We talked about risk versus reward earlier, right? As one of the wealthy mindset pieces. We talked about, thanks to Kevin, it wasn't even part of my plan, but early in this session, we actually talked about the importance of investing in yourself, right? Versus all the other things we want to invest in other companies, their stocks. We want to invest in cryptocurrency. We want to invest in real estate. We literally want to invest in every single thing but us. Like this thing is, some of y'all, I want you to write this down as we take this break. How much money have you invested this year in things outside of your business, right? I want you to write down inside your workbook somewhere in the notes section. On the very back, we got notes. How much money have you invested? I want you to add it up with stocks, real estate, crypto, like all this other stuff, right? Ooh, I want you to write 3 columns if you ain't scared. How much you invested financially like that, real estate, all of it. Second column, I want you to say how much you invested in fun. This could be travel. This could be clothing. This could be events. This could be movies. This could be eating out. Just round. You ain't got to get granular, pull up your stuff, right? Just give me some roundabout numbers. Then the third column, I want you to write down how much you invested in your business. I hope you enjoyed today's show. We drop new episodes every single week, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Enjoy the next episode.